At some point, you have to give these people a little bit of credit for the fantasy world that they are just fully capable of immersing themselves in rather than acknowledging reality and the truth. You've got all these people that are like, yes, destroying America owns the libs, not making sense owns the libs. It's like, okay, I need you to have something else to your identity than owning libs and lib tears, because darling, you're holding your own nose in your hand at this point, going, yeah, are you triggered? I cut off my own nose. Like, okay, look, all right, you keep listening to Grandpa in the diaper telling you that everyone's saying, please, sir, make a deal, instead of looking at the actual news lines that are telling you that everyone's laughing, okay? China just slapped more retaliatory tariffs, okay? As did the European Union. And I don't know if it's true, but I heard a little rumor that China's talking about banning Hollywood movies, which would just be another hit to us, and the two-teethers and trailers of Kentucky are going to cheer and say, take that, Hollywood, just like they said, take that to everyone else, take that to the teachers, take that to the scientists, take that to everyone who has a degree, take that to small business owners, take that to veterans, especially veterans, a bunch of people who never served all of a sudden can't stand veterans. Everybody's a parasite and everybody's a problem except them and their trailer. They're doing fine, and so is billionaire daddy. They're just worshiping him the way the Bible said you're supposed to. The Bible loves billionaires, and no, they don't read, so why would they know any different? Look, darling, I hope everyone does whatever they need to get back at us to shake these people awake, because they are not getting it. I already talked about the small business folks that are seeing increases, that are eating all their profits. And again, the two-teethers that mow lawns for a living, nothing wrong with that, but we can't all mow lawns for a living. Or like, yeah, how's that working out for you? Dreaming of a business. You should just cut lawns like me. Like, okay, everyone can't be you, Chad, and everyone can't be you. But here's the other interesting thing that I know that they will never put together because all the wires are cut, okay? These are the same people who want everything to be AI and robots. So they think they're bringing jobs back to America, but they also want all of the jobs to be animated and done by robots and or their very own children, because despite all their complaining about blacks and immigrants taking all the jobs, they don't want any of the jobs that are freeing up. Shocker! Brad doesn't want to pick strawberries. He doesn't want to go work in the factory. After telling us that he's bringing back American jobs, he doesn't want them. He's willing to let his kids go do them, though. Those are the family values people, the pro-lifers. Yeah, they want to send their kids to go work in factories before and after school, or they don't get food. Okay, that's where their belief system is right now. In fact, their God King prophet, I'll add the video. Someone did a documentary about how he tricked migrants to go work for one of his hotels in Dubai, right? And once they got there, he took their papers and held them captive, said, you have to buy your freedom. Is this sounding familiar? They had to buy their freedom, and then he charged them. Remember that thing he said the other day about how he's going to charge people $1,000 a day if they don't self-deport? That's not new. He's done it before, just in other countries, where he moved them there, trapped them, took their travel papers, told them they'd have to buy their freedom back from him, and then charged them daily maintenance fees so that they could never save up enough money to be free again. That's what's happening in America again in 2025, because a bunch of two-teethers said any price. It's not funny. I almost forgot. Let's take into account that they don't want women in the workplace. In fact, that Jesse Waters guy, the same guy who was like, drinking from a straw isn't masculine. And then he proceeds to drink from a straw himself, because everything they say on that channel is bullshit. All right. So he was sitting up there going, if you're a man and you do office work, that's woman's work. And even the lady at the desk was like, I'm sorry. And what do? Aren't you sitting at a desk behind a screen right now? He's like, that's not the same thing. Yes, it is. It's exactly the same thing. But they're saying that, darling, because they don't want men to do the office jobs, because that's not masculine, but they also don't want women in the workplace. So again, where do you think those jobs are going if it's too masculine for men and they don't want women working? More AI, right? So if all of the jobs are AI and or some sort of robot, automaton, whatever, automated assembly, all those things, where are the people jobs? How do you plan on making money, Chad? Because we can't all cut grass. We can't all be plumbers. We can't all be tradespeople. So, and yes, we know that you're willing to send some of your children to the factories because you don't want those jobs. Those jobs you wanted back in America, you don't want them. You don't want to pick strawberries. You don't want to assemble shit in the factory. You're willing to send your own kids to do it and then take their paychecks from them for you. Because at the end of the day, a certain culture, the one that loves to say it brings civilization everywhere it goes, can't build anything without low wage or completely unpaid labor. They can't do it. They can't do it. Whether it's their own children or they have to import people and hold them hostage, they cannot do it themselves. So, once everything is AI and robots, Chad and Nancy, I'm just trying to figure out where you think you're going to be earning money from. Because the American jobs are what are they going to be? What's left? So, okay, just let me know. Y'all let me know what that is.